Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Seth Geis, and from the Vistania Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
I'm doing all right. Can't
Good
complain.
man. Good man. We went from super warm weather, like it was like 30s freedom, which is, pretty good for the winter. And winter was like, "Oh, you're comfortable? It's nice out." Well, I have a news for you. It's now minus 15 freedom. Dow. So,
Yep, switcheroo. All right. So today we are talking about the Ceniza Fina Corojo Corona Gorda. The cigar is a Corona Gorda, 6 inch by 46. Comes
you
out
got a photo of
of
that bad boy?
I will in a moment.
Oh,
I
okay,
gotta
sorry.
get going and I'll get back
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah. Sorry.
Comes out of the Tabacalera de la Isla factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Corojo. Binder is Mexican San Andres. Filler is Dominican Criollo 98, HVO and HVA, and Piloto Cubano, and some Nicaraguan jalapa thrown in there. Price point is $9.50. Cigar was released in January of 2024. And we picked these cigars up from Cigar Hustler in Deltona, Florida. Uh,
Deltona.
so if you are in that area, be sure to stop in. You can hassle the mics if you want, all that kind of
What's
stuff.
what's their developing palette code, Aaron?
Oh no.
DP0. 0% off?
Yeah. I think for you it's oh no. So O is the
Oh
amount
no.
of discount you're gonna get, right?
There you go.
There you go. All right. So with all that out of the way, Seth, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
I don't know. Wish I had HVO tobacco rather than HVA. I mean, listen, first third, it was just some sweet spices. Do we have a photo of the cigar? No,
Yeah, I'm
we
gonna
don't.
pop
I
that
don't,
up there
you know what? I
right
don't even
now.
know why I asked for it. So,
Yeah.
sweet spices, coffee, cocoa, some cedar, some barnyard. There's this herbal quality, medium strength and body. Kind of how it really progressed throughout the whole thing. Some herbal hay notes, just still medium strength body. Burn was a little off. Draw was, just average. I mean, this cigar was just average across the board for me. So I don't know. I really don't have much to. Would I smoke it again? Well, we'll just get to that in the final thoughts. John?
Yeah, I think Seth and I had a very similar experience. It was pretty average first third. A lot of sort of musty spices, dark earth, tannic wood in the finish, creamy wood as it settled in the retrohale. There was some mild chocolate at times, but it's a standard cigar tobacco profile. I'd say in the first third, second third more of the same. A little bit more complexity with spices and wood on the finish, but pretty much the same with the musty tobacco. I would say, up until the halfway point, the profile is very stable, and then the last half of the second third, kind of mild musty earth driving the finish in the post draw, and then last third, really creamy wood and spices with some bitter wood kind of on the finish. The bitter wood did intensify, unfortunately. I think up until that point, it was fine, but Bitterwood got up to medium strength at the halfway point, and I was like, that's kind of unbalanced for me, so had to dock it. Unfortunately, like Seth said, had an issue with the burn in the draw. Burn was wavy throughout. Corrected itself at one point, but then the cigar went out, and I had to do relight. And the draw had a bit of resistance to it, about, and I put it as 2.5 to 3 notches into the resistance. So I'd probably describe that as like mildly snug. So you have to work at it a little bit. So pretty average-ish. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with a mix of toasted oak and earth, along with some black pepper and leather. Got some light creaminess that joined in pretty quickly. Second, third saw the earth take a slight lead in the profile, and then a lightly bitter vegetal note joined in a bit later. Final third saw the vegetal note mellow a bit, and the construction was absolutely perfect for me. I had no issues whatsoever. But the cigar had a nice start. Had that smooth profile to it. But as the earth took the lead in the profile, the enjoyment dropped a level and kind of maintained that the rest of the way. So overall, just a pretty average experience with the earth and the oak focus profile. The supporting notes were pretty average as well. So I really wouldn't see this as something I'd be in a hurry to return to. So With that being said, we'll get into the scores, and I'm at the top at 6.1. Seth gave it a 5 even, and John gave it a 4.9. So my 6.1 matches up well. Had that good first third and then average the rest of the way, but it had that perfect construction, so it gets just over the 6 mark, but that's still not enough for me to really want to come back to it, even though the price point's fairly attractive. So yeah. All right, Seth, 5 even.
I mean, it's a five. So I just, it's one of those smoked it, wasn't really offended by it, wasn't really blown away by it. Looked at the price, was like, yeah, and was, I've moved on since then. It's If I waited to write the review, I would have forgotten about the whole thing.
Yeah. All right, John, 4.9.
Yeah, it matches up well. I mean, flavor wise, it's kind of in the low fives, but took a bit of a dive because of the construction. I don't know that I necessarily care about the construction. I think for me, it was that last third just becoming unbalanced, kind of put it over the edge for me from average to slightly below average.
Mhm.
Like Seth said, I mean, I don't want to knock the guys who make it, but it's just a cigar. So if it appeals to you, if you like the Corojo or whatever, you like the flavor notes, by all means. But it's a pass for me.
All right, any final thoughts from you guys on this cigar?
Did you say it was $9?
950, yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
I don't even know if that I'm yeah, I mean the 950 doesn't it
Doesn't move the
doesn't
Doesn't
needle
move the
for you,
dial.
right?
it no,
Yeah.
it doesn't move the needle. God, the packaging really reminded me of something from like years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um
Like mid late '90s.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's one of those people are probably gonna pick it up and buy it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
would think.
I just don't know
Uh,
where it's gonna go in today's market. I don't know. It's one of those I commend anyone who's trying to start a brand or release right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I
you're
mean, think
crazy,
about
but
how you crazy. I mean, you think about how hard it was 8, 9 years ago, like how much was against you 8 or 9 years ago, and now, like, man, I mean, props to you if you're going to start up a brand, but that's tough slogging.
yeah.
All right, wherever you catch this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Corojo.